A Cardano news update for you guys. We've got lots to go through here. We're going to have a look at the Chang hard fork readiness, as well as various updates from projects in the ecosystem. So let's get right into it. Hey everyone, I'm Peter Buer. I cover everything in the Cardano ecosystem. If it's your first time here, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll keep you up to date with everything that's happening in the Cardano ecosystem. And if you're coming back, awesome. Thank you for watching. Watch the end. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. All right, so let's get into the news stories here. But before I do, a reminder about all these scams. There are so many scams going on at the moment. These are scam tokens. This is one of my wallets where I collect these scam tokens. It's kind of nice to collect them all, but be aware, any of these scam tokens, if you click on them and go to the website that they're trying to advertise, it will entice you to connect your wallet and then perform a transaction, and that will drain your entire wallet. So please don't interact with these websites. It's a constant battle with these scammers. So just be aware of that. There's even one for my stake pool here, ADA Oz. There's these reward tokens. There's no such thing as a reward token for my stake pool. So please don't connect to that website. Please don't interact with this particular scammer. Now, just a quick note about Project Catalyst as well. If you participated in Fund 12 voting, the rewards for that have been distributed now. So you can check your wallets, see how much ADA you got for participating in Fund 12. Now, if you didn't have much ADA in your wallet and you casted at least one vote, you may not have received your ADA rewards. And that's because the amount of rewards may have been less than 1 ADA. And if that's the case, they can't actually send less than 1 ADA. So you will need to wait for the next fund to accrue those rewards and get distributed then. So hopefully you do get the rewards in the next fund. I don't know when that is going to be. It may be a bit of time because of the Chang hard fork at the moment. So be patient there. You will get your rewards. They are tracking all of those rewards, so you'll get them in time. Now, let's have a look at the Chang hard fork and where we're at the moment. Binance had recently finally upgraded their exchange, and all of their exchange liquidity is now ready for the hard fork. They held 15.73% of all exchange liquidity, and their pools are now ready to go. So this brings up the exchange liquidity readiness to 69%, that magic number there. We're getting closer to 85%, which is the threshold that is needed for the exchange liquidity. We can see here the desired hard fork threshold at 85%. That's a desired number. So hopefully we get that over the next couple of days to bring it closer to this potential launch date for the hard fork on the 1st of September. So this weekend coming up, just 4 days from the time of this recording. So really excited to hear that. I can't wait for this to actually happen. Now, the Intersect Working Group do have a call tomorrow, which is the go or no-go call for this particular hard fork. So they'll decide this if it will happen or not, that working group. Now, if you do have objections, if you are a project that's working and can't upgrade in time, which is another 4 days, make sure you make your voice heard in that Discord channel so that you can say, hey, we need more time. We need another epoch, another 5 days to make this happen. Now, one of the projects that isn't upgrading for the Chang hard fork is Flint wallet. So Flint was created by DC Spark. It's a wallet that helped integrate between Milkometer, their sidechain, and also the Cardano ecosystem. And alas, they're not continuing any more development on this, and they are actually sunsetting the wallet overall. Now, the DC Spark team are infrastructure builders, and they build the Milkometer sidechain and all sorts of other tooling that is required for developers to build. But since building Flint Wallet, others have come into play, such as Nami and many others, and they actually use the tools and whatnot that Flint had developed. So there's no point of competing against other wallets in the ecosystem that are building using their own tools, having two competing wallets doing essentially the same thing. So now they've put Flint on pause. Of course, if you are using Flint wallets, you can restore in any of the other Cardano wallets. There are plenty out there. Now, with all of crypto, there's always some sort of communication issues. Some people say this, and things do change over time. And this is one that needs to be really clear for this particular hard fork for Cardano. With the Chang 1, the 7 Cardano Genesis keys actually stop working, and literally no entity can withdraw from the Cardano Treasury until Chang 1, a version past Chang 1, or Chang 2, which is about 3 months later. So this is no withdrawals at all. So Catalyst will pause. So guess Catalyst will pause in between Chang and Chang 1 plus one, or at least will not make any new payments for the new round in between. Or they can open up with a war chest from the Cardano Foundation or IG to sponsor a round. So who knows what will happen there. But we won't see any more withdrawals from the Treasury until the next hard fork after Chang 1. So this is really important to note. But that hasn't stopped people from putting ideas together for what we can do with the actual Treasury. And I did this video here. If you haven't caught it yet, do catch up with it. But this is a video covering what the 3UTXO team were putting together and asking for 2 million ADA worth of funding for their particular project. And there's been a lot of talk back and forth about it. Paul also did a video, an interview with the team as well, where they dug into it a little bit more. I haven't watched that video yet, so I haven't caught up with what has come out afterwards. So I will look into that a little bit later and put my opinions in as well. Now, I do agree with Ada Baguette here. The silver lining amidst all the 3UTXO drama is that people are standing up and using their voices. Hopefully, we do see more people participate in governance and become DReps, or at least delegate their voting power to DReps or vote on their own behalf. So hopefully, we do see participation increase. Now, Cynthia here. Will be interesting to see. Based on history, I suspect we won't see much on-chain voting. Cardano community tends to be very loud on Twitter, but silent when it comes to using the Cardano network. And I kind of agree with that. I mentioned that in one of my videos recently as well. The amount of people that actually participate in Project Catalyst is tiny. It's a very small portion of all the ADA holders out there. I know when you do go through Catalyst, you have to read thousands of proposals each round, and it's very taxing and time consuming for the little bit of reward that you get for it. So I can understand that, but hopefully we see here that because there are millions of ADA on the line in each of these proposals, that people speak up and participate in the governance in this process. So hopefully we do see that. I know there's also going to be incentives with all of these proposals too. So you may get rewarded for voting on the proposals either way, if it doesn't go or does go. So we'll see how that works in the future as well. Now, if you're interested in becoming a DRep, you can. I did a video yesterday, so Tuesdays will be dedicated to tutorials now. So every week I'll put out a new tutorial about something on the Cardano ecosystem, and this week was about becoming a DRep. So I'll put links down below if you're interested in being able to become a DRep or just voting on your own behalf. You can. It does take 500 ADA, which is a deposit for that particular wallet, and you do get that 500 ADA back if you decide not to be a DRep and you don't want to vote anymore. So you do have those particular options. So I'll put links down below for you. So if you want to become a DRep, you can. Now, one of the interesting things that came out of all this conversation is that, you know, this 3UTXO are looking at ways to try and increase on-chain activity. We need more people using the chain. We need more transactions. We need that ongoing effect to drive more volume on the ecosystem overall. And it's really interesting to see how things have been going on the meme coin space. And Saturn Swap and Liftoff had the most trades in the past 2 days and have generated almost more fees than all other dexes combined. This is a post from One Wise Melon from Dex Hunter. And you can see here in the graph, look at this. This green here is the activity that Saturn Swap has been generating. Whatever they're doing something really good. It's peaking the amount of transactions and trading volume overall, and they're doing a fantastic job of it. That is amazing. So all these fees going through the protocol and going back to the Saturn Swap holders and the projects as well. So they've got a really nice model there where the liquidity providers, the project that have the liquidity on there, they get the rewards from the trading. So the projects really benefit from this. So it's a nice way of doing it, and I can't wait to see more of it come into play. And we will, because Dex Hunter are creating something of their own as well with Snack Fun. So the Saturn Swap team created Pig Party, and that liquidity then goes into the Saturn Swap DEX once it reaches its threshold. Then here we have the Dex Hunter team working, I believe it was with Saturn Swap. So you'll be able to launch a coin, a meme coin, or whatever it is at snec.fun, and then have that liquidity added into the DEX there as well. So lots of really good mechanisms here. They all create more on-chain activity, and people are trading these meme coins and making a profit off them, I hope. I don't participate in meme coins, but I know a lot of people do, and they're having a hell of a time trading there on all these different protocols. Now, some other ideas that are coming out at the moment, we can see this come up on Reddit, and it's ideas of what we can do with the Treasury, or what we can do to improve the Treasury overall. And one of them is adding Bitcoin to the Cardano Treasury. Is that a good idea? So let me just read the question here. Anyone also, like me, think that we should put a percentage of the Treasury into Bitcoin? I think it would be a major good move for stability of the project, something like 15, 20%, and the rest can be distributed to the builders through Catalyst. Don't know about that, but let me know what you guys think down below. I did have a look at the comments within Reddit as well, and a lot of people are actually for this. They think it's a good idea. They did notice that spelling, that typo as well, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this, and I don't know about stable coins either. I think ADA is overall a really good asset. If you look at ADA, it's kind of acting like a stable coin anyway. But putting some of the treasury into another volatile asset doesn't quite make sense to me. Maybe something like gold or silver as well, even tokenized gold or silver. I don't know, but maybe a small percentage of it might be a good idea. Kind of like a really good marketing thing anyway. If you could say that, part of Cardano's treasury is Bitcoin. So maybe it might be a good idea. I'm not sure. But either way, people are thinking about what to do with the treasury. Another idea here is maybe we could, in theory, vote to burn ADA and remove it from the circulation. So 1.5 billion ADA could be voted for in these proposals, and we can lock away that ADA and burn that supply. Now, technically, because we are going into this twilight zone for the ecosystem, and when Chang hard fork happens, no one will be able to draw from the treasury. If we never make it to the next upgrade after that, it would mean that 1.5, 1.4 billion ADA is essentially locked and no one can use it. Bad thing from that is Project Catalyst ends, and all these projects that are building basically have absolutely no funding to go forth. It's hard to get funding overall externally from crypto, and most of the funding does come from Catalyst for many, many projects, me included. So, taking that away will be very detrimental for a lot of people that are building. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but it's an interesting concept, and I don't think it will pass, but maybe it will be good, definitely good in terms of marketing if 1.5 billion ADA does disappear from access. Now, this is a news update from VyFi, and I thought this one's really interesting in that they're looking at different ways of getting liquidity on chain. And this comes in partnership with TMinusOne, which they're also involved in. And let me just read through on their Medium article here exactly what their lock and load liquidity is. So lock and load liquidity is a unique method of liquidity provision wherein half of the liquidity provided tokens are provided by the participating project. So normally when you're providing liquidity on a DEX, you need to provide both of those tokens at the same time. You need to provide the ADA and that actual other token, whatever it is. Or you provide the ADA and you sell some of the ADA for that participating token. Now, the LP created from the user's fund and the project tokens are then locked in the vault for a period of time, incurring a bonus staking reward. So this is that incentive on there. So I kind of like where they're going with this. So why lock and load? Many projects in our ecosystems are in need of more liquidity to assist them with building out their projects. So they need to give communities better on and off ramps into their projects or tokens. So this is overall, I think, is a nice way of doing it. It sounds very simple to me. So here we go. You can just simply go to TMinusOne, select the participating project that you want to lock your liquidity into, provide the ADA in the lock and load vault, and basically you are already participating in the project. So it's quite a simple process. The best thing out of this is that projects are looking at different ways to make this work for the project and for the liquidity providers as well. Let me know what you think. VyFi and TMinusOne, they're always coming up with different ideas, out-of-the-box ideas, and I like what they're doing here. Another project that is launching at the moment is the Strike Finance team. They're doing the options trading on their platform. They have MVP out there, and you can try it out on their testnet. So it's definitely a project that will deliver on what they promise. The fact that they have something working already before going through their pre-sale here is really good. Now they're doing their pre-sale on Axo, so you can check that one out there. All the details are there. I haven't dived deeply into this particular pre-sale myself. I was supposed to interview the team, but we just couldn't get a time that worked, unfortunately. So hopefully I do get to talk to them in the future after this particular sale, but good luck to the sale. I know this is always a tricky time for people that are trying to launch. So I'll put all the details down below if you are interested. I'm no way affiliated with this particular project. This other project here that I'd like to mention, they did reach out to me as well, is Frogs on Cardano. And this is one of those projects where they'll be minting out their NFTs and then using the funds raised to buy mining equipment to mine other cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin. So this is very similar to Goofy Gophers, and some other projects are doing the same thing. They're actually using the Goofy Gophers mining equipment. They're buying it through them, through the I think it's called the trust, the Goofy Gophers trust, and they're using that platform to mine all that stuff. So I've got a video from the founder here, Eturk, who talks all about it. So let's play this clip.
Hello, I am Erturk, the founder of Frogs. Frogs is a unique collection that's focused on combining art and utility. With 5,000 collection size and 100 ADA mint price, we offer our holders an easy access to mining. Let's start with our partners. Our minting, staking, and SPO will be handled by Anvil, and we will be working with Goofy Gophers for the mining part. We will be going for KS5 Pro and L9 miners to mine Caspa, Litecoin, and Doge. Frogs is more than just an NFT project though. It's also a great way to bring new money to the ecosystem. We are committed to maximizing returns for our community, with no team percentage taken from the mining rewards. Instead, all rewards are reinvested into purchasing new miners and distributed among the holders through our staking platform. Specifically, 70% of our mining rewards will go to staked Frogs NFTs, 20% is allocated for buying new miners, 5% to locked HOP on our platform, and 5% to those who choose to stake to our upcoming SPO. Thanks, Peter, for having us, and please come check us out and have a great day.
So I'll put links down below for you guys if you're interested in looking into that project. Again, I'm not affiliated with this project. A quick update from Anzens. They've upgraded their website. They've updated with a little bit more information, more FAQs, and also now have a wait list. I hope this means they're inching a little bit closer towards the launch of their stablecoin as well. More stablecoins, more on and off ramps into the Cardano ecosystem is something really, really desirable. I did an interview with the team a couple of months ago now, actually. I'll put links down below. So if you want to learn more about USDA and how they operate with Encryptus, check out that video. Really, really good interview. I learned a lot from that one. Now, this is a really exciting update from FluidTokens about their Aquarium platform, and this is their Babel fees solution for Cardano. So let me just read this one for you. Soon, you'll be able to schedule any payment while keeping your ADA state, and once that time comes, your transaction will be seamlessly submitted. So this is pretty exciting because I think the use case they're going for here is subscription payments. This is really cool. I couldn't work out how subscriptions could be done with a crypto wallet because you would actually still have to sign it every single month. And the type of transaction that you want is like over 12 months. Every month, the ADA is gone through that submission and gone through that payment. So that's ideally what you want. And here you can schedule your payments while keeping your ADA state. So that's what you want. You still want those ADA rewards, but still paying for that subscription, whatever it might be. So this is something that I could really use on selling software. So anyone that wants to use our Cardano Press tools, they can pay in ADA and have that subscription payment there. So that's really exciting to see. And hopefully we can get access to this one to play around with as well. Now, I just want to mention this one again, and this is Joiz. This is a communication hub based on Cardano that will allow you to do text and voice calls through their platform with no email, with no phone number, no mobile, none of that. So you don't need a SIM card or anything. So that it's completely anonymous because there's no identifying factors here. All you need is a Cardano wallet with the Joiz token inside of it. And you can set that up. You can do an anonymous transaction to make that happen, set up a completely anonymous wallet and start communicating with people across the ecosystem that have the same or similar setup. So this is pretty exciting. And I know with the founder of Telegram being arrested in France at the moment, this is another option that you could use. So people are speculating that Telegram is now no longer ever going to be private because the compromise there. I don't know what's going to happen with the founder, but this is an option where the communications are completely anonymous. You don't know who's talking to who within the application. So this is something to look into at least. I'll put links down below to Joiz. They're building some really interesting stuff there. There's an equivalent one on Solana called Soul Chat, and they're doing phenomenally well. They've got a big user base there, so I don't see why similar technology, similar setup on the Cardano ecosystem can't do well either. So have a look into it if you haven't yet. Now, I'm always keeping my eyes out on what Cornucopias are doing. And, I love this post here by Josh. And they say going cross-chain was pointless. Now, this is Jesus Martinez, and he is a Solana gaming ambassador. So he just concentrates on gaming on Solana, but he is keeping his eyes open on what's happening on Cardano in Cornucopias. He's a big fan of it, and it's really good because someone with 60,000 followers on YouTube is someone that you want to be looking at these games. If you're building something as amazing as Cornucopias, eyeballs are what needed within different ecosystems so that they can have a look at it and go, hey, wow, this is amazing. We should check out this game here. So this is definitely something to keep an eye on. I haven't played this new release yet called Solstice. They released it at Rare Evo. So I have to download everything and get myself set up and then check out what they've done here. But absolutely amazing stuff, guys. Check out the live stream that Josh has done recently around it too. Now, I'd just like to mention that my YouTube channel, anytime I do video tutorials, my channel absolutely tanks. And the YouTube algorithm requires you to essentially make the same type of content that gains more and more users. So the type of content that my current channel does really well at is the news updates, the catchy stories, whatever's trending at the moment. So I'm going to split my channels. I've created a brand new channel here that focuses purely on Cardano tutorials, guides, and courses. If you are interested in that type of content, links down below for you guys so you can subscribe to that and follow that type of content. This channel here that you're watching right now will concentrate purely on news and what's happening in the ecosystem. So if you're interested in that, stay subscribed here or subscribe to both. That would be really helpful. So I need to get this brand new channel up to at least 1,000 subscribers before I can actually monetize this tutorial channel as well. So I'm currently at 19. I've got a long way to go. Hopefully we can get those numbers up. Again, like I said, links down below. Now, this is the last question that I'll leave you guys with. And would you quit your job for $1 million ADA? So if whatever day job you have, is $1 million ADA enough for you to leave your day job and retire or start working in the Cardano ecosystem? Or if $1 million ADA isn't the number, What number is it for you? How much ADA do you want in your wallet to be able to retire, maybe on staking rewards or whatever DeFi plays you're doing? Leave a comment down below, guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think on that particular question. Maybe I'll do a video on it so we can work out what ideal numbers are good for different people around the world. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching to the end. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell on your way out, and I'll see you in the next video.